Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's Florida State head coach Leonard Hamilton joining us here on our State show as Florida State Senators come away with the 83-81.
Can you guys hear me okay? Everybody? I'm sure like most of the teams this time of year that's going through the challenging period of dealing with the COVID and the pauses and the Christmas break. This was a very satisfying victory under those circumstances. We had a lot of uncertainty going on for our team, but I thought the guys showed, a lot of fight and hustle. I thought they stayed focused. They didn't allow themselves to get rattled. This is a pretty good, a very challenging type of game for us because they do such a great job with their ability to take you off the dribble and create. The day they shot exceptionally well from three, which obviously went into the game, I think shooting around 29% from three. So that gave us an exceptional challenge. But I thought we made enough plays down the stretch, got some steals and deflections that gave our guys enough breathing room where we could get what I call the ACC blowout by 2 points.
Kirk, for the first question, please.
We saw what Cameron was able to do earlier in the season. Then obviously we saw the face injury and having to wear the mask. I don't know if he was ever really comfortable wearing the mask. And how nice was it to see him kind of coming out the break, being able to drop the mask, and it seemed like be more like himself again.
Well, he's a long ways away from being what we think that he can become down the road, but that's where we are without any practices. We probably have had maybe 3 really team practices where we've had everybody, and we've had 5 here, 4 there. It's been challenging, but it's been challenging for all the schools this time of year. I was surprised that we were as cohesive as we were under those circumstances. We had some guys, Naheem McLeod showed that he's improving. Cam, who obviously was bothered by the injury to his jaw and some other little minor injuries. Matthew Cleveland, I thought showed a good play. And there were times on the court, fellas, when I looked up and I had 3 to 4 first-year players out there that still trying to figure out what we were doing. So I was particularly pleased to go on the road and get a victory against an extremely good basketball team that was hard as a firecracker and go home and get a victory. So this is a big game for us. Hopefully it will give us a little confidence and give us an idea what it's like playing against a very challenging opponent on the road.
Bob Ferrante next. If not, we'll go to Austin Cox next.
Hey, Coach. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on the win. You mentioned the confidence this can give the team moving forward. When the whole team sees the bucket filling up like that, 50% from the field, I think 40% from three. What can that do moving forward offensively?
I didn't quite understand what you said, Austin. You're talking about them on our defense or their offense?
Oh, no, sir. Sorry. Just y'all's offense and the way Cameron and Malik and Caleb and those guys were shooting, having that hot hand, especially coming out of the COVID break like that. What can that do for their confidence?
Well, I'm not really sure you can call it a hot hand. I just thought that we grinded it out. We made some plays down the stretch. Fellas, we were a little uncertain about what to expect from each other. We still, when you only had a few days of practice, you haven't played the game in 17 days, we came out of the chute somewhat rusty, unsure, not really in great condition. That's what makes this victory important to us because we're far from being a well-oiled machine. And I'm not real sure the fact that we made some baskets is an indication of whether or not we're a great shooting team or a bad shooting team. I just think that we are work in progress.
Who wants the next question?
Coach, what about the resolve? It looked like, you're down 7 points in the second half, and the way to keep battling back on the road, especially in a conference game like that.
Well, that's what you like to see out of a team who's not real sure what they're doing. I mean, we can't beat them so sharp with no practices. And I thought it just showed a little bit about the potential heart and desire that this team has, and hopefully we can continue to keep growing.
On the other side of the court, you mentioned a little. I mean, you saw obviously what Sebron did for them. I mean, I don't know how much do you read into any defensive struggles today, or is that just a factor, like you said, of so few guys where you can't really practice defense if you have 5 or 6 guys, you know?
It wouldn't have made any difference if we could have practiced defense 24 hours a day. Sebron does that to everybody. He's just an unusual type skilled athlete who has the ability to get to the basket, and he had his day. The name of the game is not about him, it's about us just trying to figure out a way to come away with a victory. That's what I'm most pleased with. He's a great player, and he's gonna score that way against I believe just about against everybody who guards him.
Hey, Coach, leading up to this game, you talked a lot about the, you and your coaching staff having to get used to the inexperience of the young guys you'd have to get on the floor. But just to have that performance from Malik today, that veteran experience to kind of guide you guys to that close win, just what can you say about his performance today?
Well, there's no doubt that Wyatt made a big play. Malik made several big plays. Rickon Evans gave us good leadership. Anthony Polite didn't score a lot, but I thought that his presence on the court there, given then at the end of the first half, I thought was excellent. But the inexperienced guys, the first year players far outweigh our veterans, but that's who we are this particular year. All right, fellas. No more questions? Thank you very much.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Leonard.
Thanks, Coach.
Guys all good? Anybody need anything at all?
Appreciate it. Safe
All
travels
right,
back, guys.
we'll do something before Monday. Just remember the ACC conference call starts Monday. Coach is on at 10 and I'll send that link out.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Chuck.